Hi, this is Jimmy Kicks, and I'm going to be posting a video blog once a week. It's going to be on the topic of parenting. I do have an 11-year-old son, so I do have some views and some concerns as well as how the children are being raised today. And I'd love to hear your feedback because I'm sure I can learn some things from you parents out there as well. First of all, I'd like to introduce my guest. His name is Tony. What's going on, Tony? What's up, guys? How's it going? That's my son's toy. It was his favorite toy when he was a toddler, and I thought it'd be perfect to have him join us. But um, let's he'll be helping me, comment on things about parenting and things like that also. So let's go ahead and get this party started. Let me go ahead and put my parenting hat on. Yes, it is an Indiana Jones hat, and once again, it's my son's toy. So I thought it'd be fitting that we go ahead and talk about parenting with one of my son's toys. So, what I'm going to talk about today is about in the toddler age, how before, right when they're about to start walking or they just started walking, they are always wanting to be picked up and always wanting to be carried. Um, some books and most parenting people say that you should pick them up all the time they want to be picked up. Don't deprive them of their love, of your love, I should say. Um, I disagree. I think there's a fine line that when you pick up your children too much, you don't let them cry, you don't let them figure out things for themselves. It doesn't give them an independency that they need. It doesn't let them build the dexterity, no hand-eye coordination. It doesn't allow them to figure things out. It also just makes them dependent on you. And as a parent, that's probably one of the last things that you want. You want your child to go ahead and experience things on their own and go ahead and do things. Tony, what do you feel about that? Well, what was that? What? Oh, yeah. What he also said is that playpens and walkers, they have all these new inventions that allow them to be independent, but still be close to their parents, so they get both worlds. Now, I completely agree with you, Tony. That yeah, that's probably the way to go. Now, I'm not saying you don't need to pick up your children. I am an advocate for love, obviously. I do love my son with all my heart, and I do anything for him. When he was that age, he walked around 8 months, and I used to, try to teach him how to walk. And when he wanted to be carried, I would try to make him walk to me, and little things like that that go around and that help get that dexterity and help them get on their own and learn a little bit faster. Um, I did pick him up. I did carry him every time I came home. I'd carry him for quite a while actually. I love him and all that kind of stuff. But there was times that he would cry or something like that, and you just have to let him cry sometimes and let him know that he's not going to get everything he wants every time he cries or every time he, you know, throws a little fit that he wants to be picked up and things like that. As parents, we need to learn to put our foot down. And I know we love them, but it's a little hard. I don't get me wrong; it wasn't easy to tell your child no or let them cry or things like that. But it makes them a better person in the long. You know, it makes their social plus their dexterity skills quite faster than a normal child that's picked up quite a bit. Now, that's pretty much my take on it. I think that you should definitely pick up your children, love their children, but there's a fine line when you need to not pick them up, not allow them to walk, allow them to exercise, things like that. That's my take on it. I'd love to hear your guys' take on it. Stay tuned for next week's episode of Jimmy Kicks on Parenting. We'll be back, and I hope everyone tunes in, and I'd love to see your. There will be a post on the left for you to leave your comments about this video and about your thoughts. I can't wait to hear it and see you next.